PogChamp.
ShinRobjira.
Heat Ray Godzilla will be standing at over 5 inches tall when it comes to his noggin, but when it comes to his dorsal fins, he'll be just under 6 inches tall. And for anybody wondering, I got this guy through the Godzilla Store Japan and Zen Market, but if you want to avoid that headache, you can pre-order him right now on the US Godzilla Store. Alrighty, let's see what Bandai cooked up for the tag. I mean, it's short, sweet, and to the point. We got Godzilla, he's firing his laser, shoop dip a whoop, Gojira. 2024. Good Heat Ray Emission version. Godzilla 2024. Back of the tag in blank hibbity. Inside of the tag. Sing it with me, everybody. The national anthem of the ShinRobjira channel. Since this guy is a Godzilla store exclusive, we must double sleeve him. Yes. Alrighty, so I'll address the overweight elephant in the room. Yeah, this figure looks all sorts of goofy. But while most of y'all have been like,
your fat shit cat's been sitting on my couch all day,
I'm over here like,
his name is not Fat Shit Cat, it's
Godzilla.
And he's eating your crab cakes right now.
yeah, he's chonky. Yes, he's goofy. But this is how mass distribution works. If you've got the mass, the titties and the tummy and everything, and you lean forward, yeah, you're gonna look a little bit thick around the edges. And we ain't never seen him full body fire that shit, so maybe stop being dingbats. Okay, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, so the eyes don't look too bad. The pupils, retinas, and multiple scleroa, they're all mostly in the right place, save for this eye over here, kind of looking off to the side like you just put down a glass on his favorite coffee table without a coaster. Coast up or get the out. We're gonna get that filthy doodle butt mud color on the top of Godzilla's head, and over here on the side of his face. Oh, Jesus. Good Lord in heaven. Sorry, everybody out there, but I gotta say it. Godzilla has got some fat tits. And again, that paint is going to be strewn about in mostly the same places as we've seen in the past. We'll even get some on this little nook under his neck over here. Shoulders and biceps for the most part. Shoulders and biceps. And then we got his unseasoned, definitely gone bad chicken wing thighs to leg ratios over here. Minimal, serviceable, it look nice. Look at them toes. The toes are nicely painted. I don't feel they're missing too much or they're over painted and gaudy, which is nice. And the same could be said for his little claws over here. His fingers are finely separated so it doesn't look like he has a paw. Kitty go mew type shit. Oh no, that's gonna be cut and taken out of context. Go ahead. I feel like the claws aren't as obvious as the toes. It actually took me a couple of minutes. It's just like, oh yeah, those are painted. Are those painted? Am I blind? The answer is yes. Now let's take a look on the inside of Godzilla's mouth where it looks like some blueberry puss. The metallic paint really does showcase the fantasticalness of the detail that's going on in here, both for his membranes and the back of his throat, as well as the top and bottom of his jaw. Just look at that lumpy little tongue. Fantastic. But you know what else is fantastic? These tiny little teeth that are actually painted very, very well. Holy God in heaven. Now, for whatever reason, Godzilla's not going to have any teeth over here, but he'll have them on his upper jaw over here. We've got some hillbilly grillage going on. And then we're going to have more very lovingly painted teeth over here. Man, hit that shit, son. You get it? It's called the Meatball Parade. He looks like a fucking meatball. And now we can take a look at these dorsal fins, which, as per usual, look fantastic. Translucent blue vinyl plug with some metallic blue on the tips, and yeah, damn. And if you look closely enough, you can see a little bit of glitter going on in there, which is really, really nice. Oh yeah, a lot of history on that rod. The light shines through them very, very well, even through the metallic portions, giving off a darker blue aura to them. Very nice. And yeah, I just can't get over clear vinyl with metallic paint on it. It just looked good. And what looks even goodlier, I know it's not a word, shut up, is going to be the metallic blue paint, which will be adorning Godzilla's tail all the way to the very tip. The paint is fantastic. It accentuates all those deep little crevasses on Godzilla's dorsal fins, and it just looks top tier. Yeah, I do wish Bandai would have gone the extra mile to really make these things stand out, and I do mean that literally. These dorsal fins are the exact same thing that we've gotten before, just translucent with metallic paint on them. As you can see here, they really don't differ too much from the original. When I first got it out of the box, I thought, hey, maybe they actually made a new mold for the dorsal fins. It's just, from this angle, it really looks like they did, but that's because Godzilla is hunched over, because right there, it's literally just the curve of the plug in the body, not the actual dorsal fins rising up. Same could be said for the tail, just a different color. I don't know why Bandai is refusing to, do some obvious differences, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, and the toe paint on Heat Ray Meatball is actually going to be a bit darker. Same for the claws, for the most part. And the scarring on Godzilla's body is definitely a lot brighter on the new boy than it is on the original. Interesting, honestly. And yes, it does somewhat look like Godzilla ate some day-old shrimp at the gas station and is firing nuclear beams out of his asshole while screaming in pain, but despite the somewhat goofier nature that this figure showcases, I really like it. Yes, it might not be the most appealing looking -1 Godzilla figure out there, but if you're out here simply damning this thing's existence, then, I don't know, get the Bam Presto, the Ichiban Show, the eventual SH Monster Arts that we're eventually going to get, and then you can complain about those prices instead. I'm going to give Heat Ray Emission version Godzilla -1 minus Goji 2 solid stars in terms of paint and detail. Now let's take a look at how this guy sizes up against a bunch of other Godzilla figures, right? Shokugan, movie, king, not king, but king-sized. HG, Ultraman, Transformers. Minus Meatball Goji will be able to swivel all the way around at his new arms. He'll also be able to swivel all the way around at his legs. Nothing at the tail, nothing at the head. But you can get minus Goji into a pose that recreates how I look when I go to the spaghetti and meatball bar. Yes, that's a thing, and that's exactly how I look, like a radioactive fat shit.
I'll have the spaghetti and meatballs.
I get if you're not quite a fan of how this guy looks. I totally get it. And I was very much one of those people that saw this and just kinda laughed because... yeah. But having him in hand, I love the Heat Ray paint. I love how his face looks. And I really like that we can actually see his fingers now. So I'm happy. And if you're not, that's okay, because Godzilla -1 was a massive success. We're going to be getting -1 merch probably well into next year and the year following. There will be a figure for everybody. Maybe. But anyway, I've been ShinRobjira. Do so hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check out my social media, Patreon, and when next we meet, I don't know if it'll be the scheduled videos I have planned for next week, or Hayatoy's Super Oscar Kakashka Ghidorah. He'll show up eventually. Any hoodles, I'm fucking off. Peace.
Balls.
Oh, little meatball. You tie this up tight, and away goes the chin.